I want to share something very critical. The fundamentals is seven secrets actually to close deals, right? To close deals. Now, it is not necessarily a secret. I can say like 7 steps. We can say what is the seven structure, like to have a good sales closing call, right? And a lot of people missing this because not so many people understand. Oh, when I do my calls, how many of you have that experience? When I do my calls, I just go to the call and I just rambling, like see where's the trust, where's the rapport, and I just go with that and see how is that landing, what will happen, right? A lot of people have that in mind. Like I'm just freestyling towards the call. And what happened if we do that? What happened if you do that? Many times it just go over time, right? You go 1 hour, 2 hours because we don't have structure on the call. We don't have meeting steps that we can follow on the call. That's why when we meeting someone, let's say if we are selling insurance, right? We meeting someone and suddenly the time goes like 2 hours, 3 hours, like, wow, why is it take so long? We just, talk about the weather, the cities, the friends, and everything, right? So we didn't have the closing structure. And at the end of the day, it's just getting too much time to move the close, right? And that is the big difference between good closer versus the great closer, right? Good closer, they can close, but the great closer, they can close with lesser time. So time is essential as a factor to a close, right? And a lot of people cannot focus on the meeting, right? I use initial Mr. D, like he always jumping around and he's super talkative and he always good in building rapport, but his meeting is always more than 1 hour. Never less than 1 hour meeting, right? He can close still, he can make good money, right? But he always do his style, which is like go over time and just delivering so much value until the person says like, all right, I give up, or let's do it. Right? And it's totally fine. If for some people that have that style, that's good, right? But if you want to have talk less, ask great question, and then you basically showing value, not by telling them, but let them realize what the problem is. Let them realize what they truly want to solve, right? That desire is not come from you, but it's come from the prospect. Then that's my style. That's the way that you close with lesser, talking less, and then just close more deals, right? So what are the first? The first step is what? What is the first step? The first step is mindset, right? And we can say this is like frame. So if you're having a good mindset, right? What is the purpose that you are going to the call? What is the purpose that you're going to the sales meeting? Think about it, right? A lot of people are going to the sales meeting because they just want to close the deal, right? That's true. But that is the outcome. That is not the purpose. If you're asking lawyers, right? Hey, what is the purpose of tribunals, of trials? They're not saying, to win the argument with the other party. No. What they say, the purpose is to get judge to see objectively that we are the one in truth. That's it, right? It's not the outcome. The outcome is the closest to collect the money. That's good, right? To get the commitment, that's good. But if you're doing closing and you feel that, okay, I need to close the deal. I have to close the deal. I have to close the deal, right? If you coming with that mindset, with that frame, the person that talking to you, they can feel it. They can sense it. That's the first one, right? The second thing is that you being too attached to the outcome that makes the outcome is running away from you. Make sense? Like most of the time, the mindset is wrong. Like I had that experience before. When I come to the call, to the meeting, sales meeting, and then the person didn't know, right? What is the expectation actually? And I just have that mindset of I have to close this deal. I have to do whatever it takes so I can collect the money at the end of this call. I want to do one call close for sure. Like I have to do it, right? Then what happened is after 15 minutes of the call, 10 minutes of the call, the prospect feels uncomfortable and just like, why you here? Like, why we are having this meeting is just like not clear, because I keep pushing my frame because I want to close the deal. And all my question is not empathy. I'm not giving the best to close the deal, but I should have the purpose. Like, what is the purpose of sales meeting? Is to get to the truth. What truth? The truth, if they really need our service or product. Because just to be direct with you, not everyone on planet Earth is your client, right? Some of them are good fit, right? They need it. It's good. And some of them who are not, rather to disqualify them, right? So the purpose is get to the truth. How? By getting them emotionally. Okay, this is very dangerous, okay? So getting them emotionally, a lot of people are saying like, oh, that is like manipulative, right? Oh, just like taking something's manipulative. Like, think about it. If you do something manipulative, right? Manipulative itself is just a word. It doesn't have emotion attached to, like negative or positive about manipulative. Manipulative is just a word. If you see professionals like psychiatrist, right? Or counselor, or a judge, right? Or even like people that working in psychotherapy, they are manipulating people. But do you feel bad about it? No. Why? Because it's for the good sake, right? Because the purpose is to get them emotional, and the outcome is to let them understand what actually they have to do with their life. So it's helping people. But somehow, if it boils down again to the sales environment, and people will say like, oh, salespeople is manipulative, is bad, right? Why? It's because the outcome is wrong. The purpose is wrong. The purpose of the sales meeting, most people, they just want to close the deal. They just want money, right? And that's where the assumption of salespeople is bad. Like 90% of people that have been having that impression of salespeople are just sleazy, like they're pushy, right? Because they have the wrong definition, and it's the truth. The truth is people want money, right? And that's come with the expectation wrongly to the meeting. I just want the money. That's where there's no empathy, there's no care, there's no bonding, there's no like rapport building, right? Because it's too attached to the money. Make sense? So the purpose is to really get down to the truth and make them emotionally, so we know what is the truth about. If we know the truth is, and then we can decide whether we can help this person with our product and service, or maybe we cannot. And it's totally fine. If we cannot help them, then it's totally fine. Maybe it's not the right time for them to move forward at this time, right? Because some people, they don't even know they have problem, right? Problem awareness. If you're asking good question to know the truth, and they're denying that they have the problem, nothing I can do, right? You can ask good question to reveal their true problem. You can have all the best skill in the world to let them see that they have the problem, but it's their choice to decide if they want to solve that problem or not. Have you ever going to the doctor? Not you, but probably you've seen other people like in the movies or somewhere, that someone that's going to the doctor, and the doctor tell that, hey, we have checked very clear, very detailed. Unfortunately, you have this like stage 4 cancer or something, right? That is very dangerous. And the person say like, no, I don't have that, right? The person still can be denial. The person still can not accepting the fact that what he has. And it's totally fine. Like that is just life, like that is just how the person decide of what they want to believe. Because we all have filter in our mind, right? And this is our job with getting them to the truth, asking good question. So emotionally, they'll get to what is the bottom line and erase that filter, right? But it's their choice to decide what they want to believe. It's their choice to want or not wanting to solve the problem, right? So that's number one, mindset. The right expectation